Shiba Inu coin is trying its absolute best to bottom out. Now we're sitting here at about 1,500 points per coin. We're going to go over the price action in a minute, but we're talking about a 30% nosedive. 30% decline is very, very tough, and that's what we've been seeing over the last couple of weeks here. But this exit of short-term holders, I don't know if you necessarily want to view this as a bad thing or a good thing, but let me say this, right? These short-term holders, they're not committed to the gains that we want to see. They're not committed to watching Shiba Inu coin rise significantly in value, and they almost need to go, right? Now, that might sound bad because clearly if they just held, we would see larger price increases. We would see better prices for Shiba Inu coin, but they're not going to be able to make it, okay? So we kind of do need to purge them out, and it just stinks holding along the way. So let's talk about it. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and as you can see, we're going to be going over Shiba Inu coin's price action, but let me say this. If you've not been diversifying, highly consider it. Shiba Inu coin is very volatile, and I do believe that Shiba Inu coin has some very good price action ahead of it, but one of the tokens I have been diversifying heavily into, I haven't bought over the last couple of weeks here because I did buy a lot early on in this pre-sale, but Wall Street Pepe. Now, they have changed this, so we can't see exactly how much they've raised right now. But it does say they've raised over $70 million. Now, I've been told the hard cap is $73 million, and if that's the case, it's probably going to sell out today, tomorrow, next day, at some point. $70 million, it was doing about $1 million to $1.2 million per day. Therefore, we've got to be very, very close now. And unfortunately, I have no idea if it's, $72,800,000 or if it's $70,001 or what the deal is. So if you guys are interested in buying, please make sure you do so before this pre-sale ends, because what we saw with Pepe Unchained was a 7x increase in the first 48 hours. If we see that again, you're probably going to miss out, right? You're not going to watch this thing launch, and then it's up 30%. You're going to be sitting there thinking, dang it, I can't buy it now. It's 30% more expensive. I got to wait until it dips back down. Well, unfortunately, with Pepe Unchained, right, if you would have waited until that happened, you never would have dipped back down until the 7x increase was over. So just make your decision, to make a decision quickly. But let's talk about Shiba Inu coin, and there's links in the description, pinned comments, all that stuff, if you guys want Wall Street Pepe. And you guys should know by now why I'm buying it, right? You guys got all that info down. But Shiba Inu coin, the number of holders who purchased the token within the last 30 days has decreased. Completely fine. It says in the last 30 days, SHIB has suffered a steep 30% decline, dropping from 2,500 to 1,500 points per coin. And if you go back even further, it's 3,300 down to 1,500 points per coin. It's like a 50-60% decrease in its overall value. This sharp decline has shaken investor confidence, particularly among short-term holders who are rapidly exiting their positions. They need to, guys. When the broader market sentiment turning bearish, the Shiba Inu coin price now faces a critical test. This analysis reveals why it could be challenging for SHIB to experience a quick rebound. Now, let me tell you this, right? Prices are very, very volatile today. Bitcoin is actually, it was up today. It was at $100,000 a little bit earlier, and now I'm looking at it, and it's right back down in a matter of a half hour to 97,700. So volatility is in full swing right now. And here's one thing I've learned, right? Everybody wants those short-term gains, so they pile into the market. They cannot handle the short-term losses. They cannot deal with the price volatility of a 2%, 3%, 5%, 10% move to the upside, and then right back down to the downside in a couple minute period, hour period, couple day period, and as you see, they leave. It says one indicator that shows the activity of short-term holders is the balance by time held metric. This metric checks if there's an influx of holders buying into a cryptocurrency or if more participants are offloading the asset. An increase in any of the cohorts is typically a bullish sign. However, according to End of the Block, the number of SHIB short-term holders has significantly decreased over the past month. For context, these holders refer to participants who purchased the meme coin within the last month. The decline in the number of short-term holders signals weakening conviction in SHIB's potential. This trend also suggests rising selling pressure as investors offload their positions amid uncertainty. And you know what? Let me analyze that in a different way. Okay? If this was long-term holders selling off, I would completely agree with these guys with what these guys are saying here. What does it say? Typically bullish sign, however, according to the number of short-term holders is decreased. Yet, for context, these holders refer to participants. Where did it say it? Decline in short-term weakening signal. Okay, signals weakening conviction in SHIB's potential. I don't think so, right? The people who are short-term holders, the guys who come out and buy it as the price is moving, those are traders, and those are retail investors who are trying to get caught up in the price action. It has nothing to do with conviction. If you want those that are heavily convicted in Shiba Inu coin, look at the guys that have been holding for 2-3 years. Look at those that held through a bear market. And if you start to see that they're beginning to sell, then people may be losing conviction in Shiba Inu coin. But they continue to hold. Shiba Inu coin is one of the longest held assets on Coinbase. And think about that. Longer held than Bitcoin, guys. Longer held than Ethereum. And these cryptos have been live for 15 years. But Shiba Inu coin has a more convicted holder base than some of the largest assets in the entire world. Sure, the emotional retail investor who bought in as Shiba Inu coin was rising in value panic sells as it begins to fall in value. It does not mean a loss of conviction. It simply means we're shaking out what people have deemed paper hands. Those guys that cannot hold. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I'm looking at it as a glass half full situation because these are the same people that if Shiba Inu coin went up 10%, they've got to take their profit and get out. If Shiba Inu coin goes up 20%, but it falls back down 5%, they panic sell on the way out. We want people who are dedicated to seeing Shiba Inu coin explode, not 10, 20%, but 100, 200, 300%, or even more. So I'm very excited about Shiba Inu coin's upcoming potential. I'm very excited about the cryptocurrency market and what it's going to become over the next few decades, but of course over the next couple of years as well. If you guys are excited about what SHIB's doing, let me know down in the comments below. And if you're looking for places to accumulate, make sure you check out the KSEX exchange. You've got a link for it down in the description, and you can trade Shiba Inu coin on up to 100x leverage. Actually, let me show you this if they still got it going on too. Futures fees right now, 0%, 0%. So I know they're running a promo. Make sure to take advantage of it if you guys do want to trade on futures. But look at this. I saw this yesterday, and I do hope that it's still up. I believe it's on a 24-hour period. Yeah, every single day, guys. Today's prize pool, today, $20,000. Use that link down in the description below. Share $20,000 because let me show you this, right? If you come down to the rankings and go to page 10, if you earn $246 today, simply trading futures, which is very easy to do when you're trading on leverage, you get a $20 bonus. And of course, that goes on down the list. But of course, if you take number one, this guy's making $92,000 today. Absolutely incredible. Get your share of a $20,000 daily prize pool out on KSEX. And all you got to do is trade futures. You got a link for everything down in the description below. Do not forget, this one is going to be selling out in the next couple of days, maybe the next couple of hours. I don't know where they're at in their total raise so far. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.